And our speaker tonight is going to be Dr. Thomas Laurence. He's clinical assistant professor at University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, staff neurologist at the VA hospital in Danville, Illinois. Tom received his BA and master's and MD degree, at Wayne State University. He did externships in Dublin, Ireland, and in neuropathology. He is a resident in neurology at Wayne State University and Henry Ford Hospital. He's been a research fellow in neurophysiology in Italy and in clinical epilepsy in Italy. And he's going to talk tonight about a book that he wrote, Extreme Clinic, an Outpatient Doctor's Guide to the Perfect 7-Minute Visit. Tom.
Last October, in the middle of a busy neurology clinic, our nurse mentioned that Dr. McLean had called from Birmingham. He's wondering if you could go to Florida in May to speak at a rheumatology conference. I was delighted but puzzled, and I called back. Apparently, he'd read my little do-it-yourself book and had tracked me down from the bio on the back cover. What would you like me to talk about, I asked. We're all working longer hours for less return, and we could use your help, was my take on his answer. But when he added, there isn't a dentist in Birmingham who works on Fridays, I could feel the adrenaline hit. I didn't bother to tell him that the grassroots clinician he was talking to hadn't worked on Fridays since 1992. So I figured all I needed to do was make the Extreme Clinic work for rheumatologists. Before I go any further, how many of you are going back to see patients on Monday? Oh, and how many of you would like to make next week a stress-free 4 days forever? Oh, good. Then that's what we'll do tonight. Yesterday, I set foot on the tarmac of this warm and welcoming planet Ruma after spending more than 30 years on another orb of unfixable diseases. I have to tell you, it didn't take long to figure out that despite what Sister Lisa may think, all the docs in this hotel are the same species. And to paraphrase Sophocles, we plow the same soil. Which leaves me with two jobs of getting rid of that dreadful thing called the other and fixing tonight's personal pronouns, the you and I and us and we of it all. I think I have a solution. There must be enough rheumatologists here to make up an ad hoc credentialing committee. How many are willing to grant me rheumatology privileges for an hour if I promise not to needle any joints?
7 minutes.
That's the spirit. Great. Those among us who do seat belts may fasten them now. We went to a weird trade school where they taught us a few mechanical skills and how to appreciate whispered pectoriloquy. All those hours of formal demonstration, those aromatic labs, and far-out theory, but not a single lecture on how to wrangle human suffering or how to dissect a live body's words from her parenchyma. Then they turned us loose. When I came to my senses, I found myself on center stage, struggling to define this character they were calling my patient. And more patients would follow, enhancing their pathology with litanies of inner grief. It's like 1,000 little guys in there with hammers and chisels in my joints, each one doing his own thing. A nightmare shudder ran through me. I turned back to my attendings for help, but they were long gone. Disenchanted and betrayed, it took a while for me to start looking outside the medical Cosa Nostra, searching for the experts who do it right. What about lube mechanics? They're just like my pathologist and surgeon kin, so efficient at separating part from system and problem from owner. But my clients are alive and awake, and they come to me without hood latches. What about a field directly involved with the whole gamut of the human condition? The actor's studio, where the students are free to practice the art of turning text into movement, and where they learn to interact with any live body on the set. I'm beginning to see the light. I'm inspired to overhaul the way I practice medicine. After all, my clinic is my stage, and the clinic visit is a one-act play for two characters, me, the charismatic rheumatologist, and you, my long-suffering patient. If this is to be my production, I want complete control. I'm writing this script, I'm designing this set, and I'll be directing the action. The power of my short, intense drama comes from the simple truth that we are two people alone in a room, but all we care about is you. In the time remaining, I would like to share the secrets of making it happen, how to perform the entire medical act in 7 minutes. Let's get started. My agenda is my master plot for the here and now of your disease, the part of your saga that demands decisions today. Unknown to you, I'm already putting together our visit in an offstage room, choreographing our moves, and choosing today's theme. It can be eosinophilia, or you woke up with a fistful of hair on your pillow, or you're called to say you collapsed in the kitchen after your first dose of gigabuximab. But today, we'll be doing your wrist. And in the meantime, your labs, paperwork, refills, order sets, handicap parking stickers, all the cookbook boilerplate of your disease is being kept on course by my loyal autopilot at the front desk. Any item from the daily rheumatoid lunch menu or standard of care cart is being prepared by my line cooks. I'm here only for the pièce de résistance of your illness, the part of you that fits no algorithms and obeys no rules. When you and I are alone in that room, nothing will be routine. Great theater may look spontaneous, but it's never improv. You will never see me referring to my notes or records, or reminding myself who you are or why you're here. We won't be sitting face to face until I can see our whole visit in my head. The exam room down the hall will belong to no one but you, but not quite yet. I want the illusion there's no outside universe. We'll have no interruptions, no phones, no reminders of the passage of time. I've never seen another patient in this room, nor have I ever been here myself. You'll detect no artifacts of a non-rheumatologist me. There can be no barriers or obstructions, and there can be no distance between us. You made the reservation weeks ago, and though you haven't yet seen the menu or the chef,